www.marschamber.org. We also have an economic development division as well, which is a public-private partnership between our members and the chamber, as well as the Board of Chosen Freeholders of Morris County, and we're grateful for their support so that we can put on all of this important programming. So at the chamber, we connect you with the resources that you need to succeed, and we're here for you. We connect, we convene, we educate, we advocate. And so we welcome you today to hear from our employers. I'm grateful for JR Cigars and New Jersey Courts and West Cap for being with us today. They will be discussing the available job opportunities with their organizations. So again, we can't do this without the support of the Workforce Development Board as well as the Morris County Freeholders. So now I will turn it over to Kay, who will then transition to our employers. So thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Megan. So hello everyone, my name is Kaylee Hilling from the Morris County Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to our very first virtual job fair partnered with the Morris, Sussex, Warren Workforce Development Board. So thank you to our employers who are presenting on today's webinar. There are some really great opportunities that we're going to show here, and I hope to offer more virtual job fairs in the future. So for those in attendance, this is a Zoom webinar, so you are in watch only mode. You will not be seen on camera or be able to unmute your mic while our employers present. Employers will share some information about their companies, their job openings, and how to apply, and I will email everyone that signed up the details of the job listings later this afternoon. I would also like to announce that the Chamber, in collaboration with the Workforce Development Board and the Morris County Economic Development Corporation, have a new job board, Connect to Morris, where employers can post opportunities and job seekers can upload their resumes and apply to jobs. So make sure to keep an eye on connecttomorris.com, and I will post a link to the chat. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Beth Rogers of the Workforce Development Board for a few words.
Hello and welcome, and thank you for participating in today's event. My name is Beth Rogers and I'm the Associate Director for the Workforce Development Board here in Morris, Sussex, and Warren counties. And I just wanted to share some information on our organization because it is really designed specifically to help all of you. So the Workforce Development Board provides a number of support services, both for job seekers as well as for employers. And I'll follow up with the employers a little bit afterwards, but for the large, vast amount of you who are here today to learn about job opportunities, I just wanted to make sure that we share with you some of the support services that are available. So I apologize, I wanted to try to find my screen, but now it's not here. Bear with me one moment. Okay, there we go. Okay, so one of the areas that are within the Workforce Development Board is the employment and training services. And that division is really designed, it's for workforce readiness. So I encourage all of you to reach out. The phone number is here listed. Whether you are looking to maybe get some assistance with writing your resume or maybe just getting some tips on, you know, revamping that resume, they're there to help you. Also, another great support service that's provided is to help if you have you connect with them, they will assist you with matching your specific skills to those of employers who have listed all of their jobs on the National Labor Exchange. So it's a great way to try to get connected with other additional job opportunities that are out there. And then also interviewing skills. If you're interested in practicing interviewing or just getting some additional assistance in that area, techniques or practice, they're there to help you. Then the other area that Employment and Training Services can assist you with is providing with individuals to help get training So there is funding currently available for qualified individuals, and that dollar amount is up to $5,000. So it's designed to help individuals get training in in-demand fields. You can get credentials that really help to elevate your resume and give you those skills and knowledge to just boost your opportunities to get positions. So again, the phone number's there. Please jot it down. Take advantage of setting up an appointment and learning about all the different ways that they can help you. So I thank you, and good luck to all of you.
Let me unmute myself first. All right, thank you so much, Beth. So with that, I'm gonna get set up the first PowerPoint for our first employer, JR Cigars. So our other Beth, are you here?
I'm here.
All right, wonderful. I'm gonna start your slideshow. One moment. Okay, all set.
Good afternoon, everybody, and I hope all is well. My name is Beth, and I work for JR Cigar. I am the HR generalist for the company. I've been here for about 24 years. I've done various jobs throughout the company and then now have landed into human resources to help all of our avenues, probably with recruiting, hiring, and all what a generalist does. For those that are familiar with JR Cigar, we're one of the largest cigars entity throughout the United States. Along with JR Cigar, we have many sister companies, which are our JR stores. We have a cigar manufacturer, which is Altadis USA. To anybody that's familiar with cigars, they are the makers of the Monte Cristo, which is probably the most famous cigars. And then I also have a wholesale division that I work with. With that being said, there's many support channels to JR Cigars. One that I'm going to first talk about is a newly created role, which is a remote customer service. This remote customer service works for our call center. Our call center is actually based out of North Carolina, but we remote hire for all call center jobs throughout the United States. This is primarily people that are ordering from our catalog, that are placing orders, or people who are ordering off the internet that might be having trouble. They support these customers, and then it goes through the warehouse. Due to COVID, jrcigars.com has become very, very, very busy. Through my years of 23 years being here, it's probably the busiest I've ever seen it. So it's a very, very fast-paced role right now. It does have a lot of computer work, some data entry, Salesforce, and customer service. Along with that position, we do also pay for Wi-Fi, and we supply all the computer work, the computer for this position. So it's computers and $50 a month for Wi-Fi that we give each employee that's interested in this role, and that applies. The next role that we have is coming out of our Whippany office. This is a product merchant role. More likely, most people will know it as a product merchandising role. These are the team behind the scenes of e-commerce. They come up with all the promotional deals. They work with all the vendors. They work with inventory control. They work with our warehousing. They get everything ready to go for us, and then they put the promotions up on the website. It also has some marketing. Anybody that has done supply chain, anybody that has done some buying, this would be a great role. It is remote now due to COVID, but eventually we will end up back in the Whippany office when the COVID is the new norm, or when the offices are the new norm. The third role that we have available, again, out of our Whippany office, is a CRM manager analyst. Again, this is e-commerce. This particular role is working very closely with our BI department. They drum up data, whether it be customers who haven't ordered, customers have ordered. This is a lot of retention and engagement position. They take the data from the BI and then they run with it, whether they're going to do retention, whether they're going to figure out a loyalty program. They're going to work closely with the e-commerce manager, digital marketing. This one, though, they would specifically looking for someone who has done a marketing role with e-commerce, since this is for jrcigar.com. Along with that, I can tell you that I do all the hiring for all our stores, which are 22 stores throughout the United States. So anybody in a retail environment that would be interested, that would work well too. With that being said, I have said I've been here for 23 years. I'm not the only one that has actually been here for 23 years. There's a lot of us that have been here for 23 years. It says a lot about the company. Great company. They treat the employees great, very team oriented, very family oriented. We promote within. We really look to promote within, which is a great thing with the company. We do have a great compensation and benefit package. We offered paid holidays, paid vacation. We have medical benefits, competitive wages. And again, the biggest thing that's new to us is the remote position that's available to everybody out there. I would say possibly anybody that's interested, I do have the links that I believe Kaylee will send out to everybody that is on Indeed, but I'm also not opposed to anybody just emailing me privately or even emailing me to find out more about the positions.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. Will that be all, or?
Yep, I'm good, Kaylee.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't want to cut
Yep,
you off too
sorry
early.
about that.
No worries. All right, thanks so much. Let me stop screen sharing. And I believe up next is New Jersey court system. So Margaret, all squared away?
Okay, so I'll start. My name is Margaret and I work for the New Jersey court system. I've been working here for about 6 years. I currently work in the Equal Employment Opportunity and Affirmative Action Unit. I will begin by sharing my screen. So, let's see. Do that, share. I'll make this larger. So we are a statewide agency. We have offices in each of the 21 counties throughout New Jersey. I work in the trial court level, so in the Superior Court, but we also have municipal courts and an appellate division and the Supreme Court. There are about 9,000 employees throughout the state, and we have the traditional offices that you would think of in a company, such as HR and operations and management. And then we also have some case management divisions that are specific to our courts. So we have the criminal court division, the civil court division, and the family court division. Within the criminal court, because of criminal justice reform, we now have what's called the pretrial services unit, which monitors individuals that are have pending criminal charges against them. So we went from a cash-based bail system to now a risk-based system. So individuals that have charges pending against them no longer have to put up monetary value. They can be released under certain conditions, and then they would be required to check in with our pretrial services unit. So in that division, we have individuals that write reports, conduct intake interviews, meet with the judges, meet with attorneys, and meet with officers to prepare preliminary reports for the judges. We have diverse career and internships available throughout the state. As I said, some are entry level, some are for candidates that have years of experience. What I would suggest is whenever you're looking at our job opportunities, to always look at the minimum qualifications, because that's going to be what is required in order for you to qualify for a position and possibly get an interview. There are a variety of different types of careers that we have available that I somewhat discussed earlier, such as case management and probation, court interpreting, as well as administration, legal careers for attorneys and law clerks. We have an information technology unit, which helps all of our employees with any sort of technology services that we offer. Then we have the human resources unit, finance, clerical, and customer service. Customer service is one of our core values, so it is something that we strongly pride ourselves in making sure that we have for each of our customers. I'm going to go over one position that we do have available often, which is the court services officer position / trainee. So this could be an entry-level position for somebody who's looking to get into the courts or start their career. There are some examples of the duties that they would have, which is researching criminal case histories about a defendant, conducting the risk assessment, and making recommendations to judges,
They would analyze, monitor, and process cases in accordance with the court rules and established practices, which, you know, if you are coming from a different organization where maybe you didn't interact with the criminal justice system, you would learn that. And then there's some minimum qualifications. So depending on if you're applying for the trainee position or for the Court Services Officer 1 position, you'd want to make sure that you meet these minimum qualifications. And all of our jobs are available on the NJ Courts website, which is www.njcourts.gov. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, there's a link for job opportunities, and you can see all the jobs that are open. I'm going to go over one more, which is the probation officer position, which is when you monitor somebody who has been sentenced or found guilty and they're on probation. This is something that you might supervise an individual, and you'd want to promote positive behavioral changes, provide them with some resources, as well as supervise and enforce the court's orders and the fines that, you know, they're forced to comply with. The minimum requirements that you would need in order to qualify for a position like this is a bachelor's degree, and 24 credit hours in social or behavioral services. And then in order to apply for the position, you'd have to go through the Civil Service Commission website. They have a test known as the Probation Officer Non-Competitive Test that you would apply for, and that's how you would you know, start the process and getting onboarded. We also have some bilingual positions. So if you do speak another language, you could qualify for the bilingual position. And then some tips for applying. I think I kind of went over this already, but it is important to demonstrate that you meet the minimum qualifications, because that is how you are going to be selected for a possible interview. And you must fill out the application. Don't just put "see attached." A lot of people do that. And unfortunately, there is a question on there saying, did you in fact complete the application? Do not just attach your resume. And if you just put "see attached," we don't consider that as filling out the application in full. So please make sure you do that so you can be selected. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And this is our website. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me end that screen share. There we go. All right, and last but definitely not least, we have NorWestCap. So Jessica.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for having me as part of the job fair today. Just a little bit about myself. I'm Jessica Hoffman. I'm the program officer at NorWestCap. I've been here about 12 and a half years now in different roles. But right now, I get the privilege to oversee about half of the organization's programs. NorWestCap has been around since 1965. We are a 55-year-old nonprofit organization. We're considered a community action program, which means we're all about fighting poverty, helping individuals who are low to moderate income, and helping individuals prevent them from falling into a poverty situation. We're considered a middle to large nonprofit with about 260 employees and a 6-county footprint in Northwest New Jersey, which includes Warren, Hunterdon, Morris, Somerset, Sussex, and Passaic counties. And we have so many programs that I would need this entire time with you to go through all of them. But we organize them as 6 different categories: employment, education, financial empowerment, housing and community development, civic engagement and volunteerism, and health and wellness. We always have openings across our footprint. The best way to keep in touch with us with our job opportunities is on our website, which is norwestcap.org/jobs. But I did want to take a minute just to highlight a new project we have at NorWestCap. We were very fortunate to be granted an AmeriCorps grant. AmeriCorps is a national community service model, and we are currently looking for 19 individuals to join us here at NorWestCap as AmeriCorps members. Our project is called the Financial Empowerment Center model, and in 5 of our 6 counties, we will be opening financial opportunity centers. which is a kind of a three-tier approach to working with individuals in the community. We're looking for 6 AmeriCorps members to join us as engagement partners. At our organization, engagement partner is sort of our fancy terminology for intake worker or case manager. These people will work with the community, figure out what their needs are, help connect them to resources and services within the county, follow up with them to make sure that we were able to be helpful. And we'll be doing this, like I said, across all the counties Northwest Cap is in. The other role is employment coach. So we were looking for 6 employment coaches. These individuals will work one-on-one and in groups and workshops, providing everything in the employment sector, from reviewing resumes to helping prepare for interviews, doing internet job searching, and everything else that you can imagine that has to do with the employment sector. We also have 6 slots for financial coaches who will, like the employment coaches, be working one-on-one and in groups and workshops with financial education to the community. This might be creating a budget, helping them prepare their taxes in tax season, preparing for the holidays, anything, and connecting them to our other financial programming here at Northwest Cap. I just want to make it clear that these are AmeriCorps positions. So to become an AmeriCorps member, it means dedicating a year of your life to this community service model. A year is defined as 1,700 hours. So from a start date, that does mean working full-time in this community service role from between 35 and 40 hours a week. There are, of course, benefits associated with becoming an AmeriCorps member, which include a living stipend that you would receive every other week, and the ability to qualify for what they call an education award. So if you do complete the 1,700 hours in your year, you're eligible for this education award that can be used towards your education, furthering your education, or paying back student loans. It also can be gifted to somebody. So if you're on this call right now and you don't have any student loans, or you're not interested in pursuing furthering your education, you can gift that education award to a child or a grandchild. If you're interested in being an AmeriCorps member, that can be gifted. AmeriCorps is a great opportunity for those of you on the call who might have just graduated high school or college, who might be taking a gap year until school starts, maybe struggling finding employment right now in our current pandemic and are looking for something to fill the next year of your life while giving back to the community. It will also give you a great opportunity to have experience with a nonprofit and social services. Because Northwest Cap deals with everything from utility assistance to homelessness to domestic violence cases and everything you can imagine. So it's a really great opportunity for learning. I can certainly, you'll get my contact information to answer any questions that you might have. We will be opening one of these financial empowerment centers in Morris County, as well as our other counties. And just while I have your attention, there are a couple other positions currently open at our organization you might want to take a look at on our website. We do have part-time position in Morris County for bilingual office and activity assistant, as well as others. But our AmeriCorps, I think there's about 6 pages of job openings on our website currently, and these AmeriCorps slots that I just mentioned are on page 4. To give you more information on each of these roles and all my contact information if you're interested in joining us. So I hope you, if AmeriCorps is interesting to you, reach out to me and we'll have a spot for you. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Jessica. So to everyone in attendance, I would like to reiterate that I will be sending a list of the contact information, information about the job openings, as well as the email addresses of who to contact here later this afternoon. I would also like to share with you again, please make sure to check out the Morris Sussex Warren Workforce Development Board for any kind of assistance that you may need. They're a really wonderful organization to work with that really wants to help. I would also just like to mention with you all here that the Morris County Chamber of Commerce and the Morris County Economic Development Corporation has several free programs open to members and non-members alike, both for personal development, professional development, and government affairs. For instance, tomorrow we have Representative Mikey Sherrill on for Meet the Candidate, and her opponent, Rosemary Becci, on this Thursday, both at noon. So again, that's free for everyone. So if you're interested in professional development, getting involved in government, that kind of thing, just make sure to check those out because those are available to you. So thank you so much for joining us. Again, we hope to have more of these in the future. Thank you so much to our employers today for presenting. These are some really great opportunities, and I wish you all the best of luck in the job search. Beth, do you have any other closing comments before I end this?
No, thank you all. And again, visit us at the Workforce Development Board so we can assist all of you with your job search. Thank you.
All right, so thank you so much, everyone. I will be in contact later this afternoon with those that information. Best of luck with the job search, and I hope you have a great day. Take care, everyone.